Oh, yeah. Y'all know what time it is. Y'all know what time it is. Championship mode. Championship mode. Yeah. What we doing?
Spending all your time online, but I ain't got time for that.
No time.
You spreading them lies and gossiping, I ain't got time for that.
No time.
Spending all your nights in the club, and I ain't got time for that.
Oh no. There's no time for that. Oh no. There's no time for that. I'm focused. I'm in championship mode. Championship mode. Hey.
I go for the gold, ain't nothing gonna stop me from reaching my goals. I'm in championship mode. Championship mode.
Yeah. I'm already ready because I just got on Facebook. What's up, man? For y'all that joined from Facebook, I appreciate y'all. You know, I do Periscope too. I got to show love to both. I'm a little late tonight, but it's all good, man. I just want to inspire y'all with something that was on my heart. You know, it's 2 days before the new year. But for most of y'all, the new year's already started. Got the thermal coming out. Just let me be great. Just let me be great. So you need to just tell people, man, I'm in championship mode. Just let me be great. All right? And commitments coming out. We're going to release those probably tomorrow. So get ready to look. Like I said, I'm going to send some shirts out to some people that I come across, you know, that really captures my eye with that championship mode story or, you know, just things that they say so throughout social media. So it might be you. But what I want to talk about tonight, man, is, you know, just opinions don't matter. You know, I want to start off with that like I did on Facebook. Just realize, man, that, you know, people are going to say people are going to think what they think. That shouldn't matter as long as you know what you know. You know, I tweeted that today when I was out to eat. And something just came to my mind. And I was just like, man, like people are always going to think what they think. But who cares what they think? As long as you know what you know. And that's what it's all about. My Facebook name is like Trent Shelton. Just it's my name, Trent Shelton. Just search it. I'm sure it'll pop up. But stay focused. You know, don't be involved in gossip. Don't be around gossip and drama. Like that's what weak people do. That's what like people who have no life do. Like I feel sorry for people who just spend their life trying to tear somebody down. They get their high off of making somebody else feel low. Like to me, that's the biggest form of whackness in the world, of corniness, all that stuff it's terrible. Like, don't be around. If you got people that are around you that do nothing but that, remove it out your life. You got to grow up. And when you grow up, you got to realize you're going to outgrow some things. In 2016, when you make some changes in your life, when you make some things happen, when you LB, be it living, breathing, and being it every day, 24/7, you're going to lose some people. You got to realize that this journey that you in, everybody ain't meant to go with you. They ain't. Everybody ain't going to want to go with you. It's going to be tough for people, too hard. They're not going to see your vision, right? Everybody ain't meant to go with you, though. You got to release that weight because some of us, we've been carrying like people on our, I say this, I didn't even say it on Facebook. Something that I used to say, a quote I used to say a long time ago. Never carry people on your back that's capable to walk by your side. In 2016, stop being used. Stop letting people use and abuse you. If they can walk by your side, let them walk. Because you're doing them a disservice by having them depend on you all the time. You've been carrying too much weight for all these years. Like, how can you reach new heights by carrying all that weight? Like, have you ever tried to, like, put on a weight vest? I know I used to do that when I worked out. It's heavy. You ever try to put on a ruck and go hike a mountain? It's heavy. And when you take it off, you feel light as a bird, right? Light as a feather. You can sit there and flop. But your life needs to be the same way. Release that weight. Release that weight. All that dead, unnecessary weight, release it. If that's a grudge, release it. If that's a beef with somebody, release it. Because even if you're not around them, if you still have a grudge with somebody or beef with somebody, they're still affecting your life. You're still thinking about them. They taking space in your mind. You need all the space you can get on things that matter. So if you got to have a conversation with somebody, get forgiveness to somebody, do that now. Like, let them know, man, it's good. Like, I ain't even tripping about it no more. They wronged you, say, I ain't even tripping about it no more. You ain't even have to make it right. I'm going to make it right by moving on with my life, period. The past was the past. But you have to have those conversations with people that you need to have them with. For real. Because 2016, you don't need that. You don't need that. Realize, you're guilty by association. I talk about know your circle all the time because I feel like relationships and friendships are one of the most important keys in life, which you're around daily, because you will become that. But realize you're guilty by association. What you're around is who you are, period. I had a situation a couple years ago with me that somebody was doing things to other people and, I didn't believe it. I didn't even know it. But people thought I was just like that person because I associated with that person. I had to cut that person off because it was taken away from my life. It wasn't necessarily how they were treating me, it's how they were treating other people. So watch how people around you treat other people. Because they might can treat you good, but they treat other people with disrespect. They stealing from other people. They lying to other people. Then you don't need to be around that because that affects you in your life. A true friend wouldn't put you in a position, to have to question y'all's friendships. To have to put you in a position to cut them off. A true friend wouldn't do that. A true friend wouldn't drag you in that because they know that their life is bigger than themselves. So they're not gonna make decisions. It's like with a family, like with my family. I'm not gonna do certain things because I know even if I do it myself, guess what? My family has to go through those things. My team has to go through those things. So a friend, a teammate wouldn't put you in a position like that. Protect your brand. Your brand is you. Everything you do, get this, everything that you do is your brand. Everything you do. Where you go, who you talk to, who you follow, what you like, what you talk about, what you share, what you retweet, what you regram, what you repost, that's all your brand. You're telling people what you believe in. You're telling people what you like. When somebody comes to me and say, Trent, I want to work with you. I want to bring you here to speak, or I want to do this and that. The first thing I do, because that lies. Words lie a lot. So I want to verify you by your consistent action. So I'm going to your page. I'm looking at your page. I'm looking who you follow. If you say you about a certain life, about motivation, you follow all this nonsense, you ain't about that life because you wouldn't be feeding your soul with that. I'm watching what you like. If you say you about a certain life, I'm looking at what you like. What you repost, who you follow, what you around. Everything is your brand. Protect your brand. Because a brand takes years to make. Reputation, it takes years, right? But it takes seconds to lose it. So protect it, man, and everything, especially online, man. I cannot stress that enough. Because some people are like, it's just online, it's not real. Okay, you think that's going to get real quick for you. That's why people be getting fired, everything. Just by what they post online. Online is real life. So if you don't really believe in those things, if I was you, I would make up a fake page and go follow on that or something like that. I wouldn't do it from your page. Because everything you do represents you. Get that. All right? And to the people out there, I want to talk about this before the end of 2016, because I know a lot of y'all come to me about relationships and things like that. Listen to me. To the people that's in relationships out there, to the people that have a good relationship, all right? I want you to, somebody texting me right now. Don't you see I'm on Periscope, right? But to the people that have a good relationship, that are fighting through some things, let me get this off my chest right now. A lot of people think that, my videos like separate them and all that. Listen to me right now. My videos don't have the power to do that. Like in my video or anything else, if somebody else has the power to separate you, I'm going to tell you right now that what's going on in your relationship ain't real in the first place or ain't strong enough. Nobody should have the power to separate you, all right? But what a lot of people do is they blame other people for that, right? Oh, it's Trent's fault. She liked the video or he shared the video and now this person doesn't like me. No. That's what cowards do, blame other people. It's your fault, all right? It's your fault because you didn't man up, because you didn't woman up. I have so many people that hit me up and say, man, it's crazy because the same video that maybe 1%, there's very few, might say, it's your fault that my wife or my girlfriend or boyfriend, etc., left me, right? That same exact video, I will get 50% of people that hit me up and say, man, that video helped my relationship. That video saved my relationship. What's the difference? Somebody was looking for an excuse, right, for their actions. They're looking for an excuse to blame somebody else for the situation they're in. While other people say, you know what? They're looking for a reason to fix themselves. They look within, which is what all my messages are for. Every single one of my messages is for you to look within. For you to say, okay, what can I better as a person? For you to be like, man, maybe that is true. Maybe I got to fix this. That's what it's for. So to the people out there that have a relationship, and no relationship is going to be perfect. You're going to go through trials and tribulations, ups and downs. I want you to realize something. You are a team, okay? You're a team. Stop treating each other like opponents all the time. I see it so much. I see people treat strangers better than somebody that they're with, somebody they claim they love. They treat strangers better than them. To the person they with, they cuss out, talk down to, they beat on, right? All these things. Kick them when they down, talk crazy to. And yet you say you love this person. But yet you go to a stranger and treat a stranger with more respect than you do than the person that you're with. I think I'm going to talk about that in the video. It's coming soon. I can feel it, right? But think about that. You're a team. You're not opponents. You need to be working together. Working together to build your own little world, your own little empire. To build it up. Own little home, house, family. Not opponents tearing each other down, but that's the real world that we live in. Not just in relationships, but you'll realize that your opponents are a lot of times on your same team. Tweet that so I can keep that, right? Your opponents are a lot of times on your same teams, and it's sad. You know, you thinking you against the world, right? You think you got to fight so many obstacles and challenges, and it hurts when it's the person that's standing next to you, the people that surround you. So work together. Your relationship, support each other. Like, nobody else should be that person's biggest supporter than you. You should take it personal. Like with my wife, I'm her biggest supporter, straight up. I get offended if she tells me somebody else support her more. I don't care if it's her mom or anybody else. I'm selfish with that. My son is the same way. My friends, I try to be the same way with. But I want to support them. I want to lift them up. I want to celebrate their wins. I want to celebrate their victories like it's my own because I'm happy for them. You should be more happy for them than they are for themselves. They'd be like, chill. I got the promotion, not you. Right? You should be like so excited and uplift them. But a lot of times we're not. Like somebody brings home good news or your partner or your friend brings you good news sometimes and it's like, oh, okay, for real? Because you're hating, because you're jealous, because it didn't happen to you. Like that's whack. That's being an opponent. We're on the same team. When they win, guess what? You win. Y'all win. We win. That's what it's about. Be their biggest cheerleader. Inspire each other. Like, do you have conversations about, like, what's your dreams? When the last time you asked your man or your woman, your girl, even your friend, like, what's your dreams? Like, what inspires you? What's your purpose? Like, where you want to go with your life? You know how that makes somebody feel? To know, like, somebody cares about what inspires them, where they want to go, their dreams and goals. They might not ever say it, but that lights a person up. Man, everybody likes talking about that, even if they're shy to. Like, when's the last time you had that? To say, you know, or even gave suggestions. Like, you're talented, babe. You're talented. You should do this. Like, you got a talent that you don't even know yet. I see something you ain't seeing yourself. And I'm not talking about pushing them to do what you want them to do. Right? But pulling the best out of them for who they are. Inspire each other. Trust your teammate. Trust them. Trust the person that you're with. Like, if you can't trust the person that you're with, why are you with them anyway? Communication and trust is like oxygen to a relationship, straight up. If you ain't got that, the relationship will eventually die. And I don't care if they did something in their past. If you forgave them, guess what? If you forgave them, that means you let go of what they did. Like, don't sit there and hold them hostage over something they did a while ago when you said you forgave them. If you can't forgive them, don't get back in the relationship. That's just how it should be. Trust them. Because when you trust somebody, it's no better compliment than trust. To somebody feeling like, dang, they trust me to get this. Especially as a man, I'll be real with you. To handle your business, to handle this, to handle that. There's no better feeling than that. All right, so trust them. So make it a goal. Make it a goal tonight. Reach out to your boyfriend, girlfriend, your mate, even if it's just your friend. right? A friend, maybe it's a friendship. Reach out and say, like, I want to be involved more in your life. And ask them. In 2016, they should be probably taking this championship mode with you. Right? You should print them out a sheet too and give it to them and say, look, we in championship mode today. Like, straight up. Our relationship is in championship mode. You know what I'm saying? We win the championships in our relationship. The trophies. But go and ask them and tell them. I'm about to start laughing here because that was funny. Go ahead and ask them and tell them and say, I want to be involved in something that you want to do. Like in 2016, what's something that you want to do that I can help you with? Maybe they want to lose weight. And you might be like, man, I don't like working out. And they know you don't like working out. So just imagine how that would make them feel if they went on a fitness journey. You hate fitness, but you say, you know what? I'm going to put aside what I hate because I love you. And I'm going to join in with you because you're going to need somebody to push you. You're going to need somebody to say, let's go, keep it going. You know how to make them feel, man? Maybe they want to start a business. And you say, you know what? I'm going to help you with it. Better yet, you go do some research yourself and say, look what I found on this. Y'all just don't know, man. Like, things like that make a relationship thrive. Not just survive when you barely hanging on, but that makes a relationship thrive. When you sit there and get out your comfort zone. But too many times we see somebody trying to do something, it doesn't excite us or it doesn't really like matter to us. So we just sit back and most of the times we try to talk them out of it. So you doing that? That's stupid. Why are you doing that? And some of y'all might have experienced it with this transformation challenge on TrenchChallenge.com, right? You print it out. Why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? You did that last year. Nothing changed. Why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? That's a waste of your time. Like, that's whack. That's whack. And you claim that that's your teammate. You claim that that's your everything. But yet you make them feel like nothing. Like, that ain't love, man. And even in friendships, like, be that friend that supports people. Like, that says, like, even do that with your friends. Like, reach out and say, man, like, what you need help with? Like, you see me, I'm not even putting me, because I just give from my heart. I can care less. But you see me with championship mode. Flo is one of my greatest friends, man. My brother. And, like, I don't have to sit there. I love championship mode. I love it. And I told him when he first started, I said, man, look, when he was sitting there, I said, that song right there is a hit, bro. Like, it's an inspiration to people. And I said, I'm going to live it. I'm going to push you to live it. Like, we going to make this happen. We going to make this song get out to all the rehabbers across the world. We going to make it happen. Because that's what real friends do. Because when it gets out, when I see him light up and be happy and be like, man, get that confidence and courage, and that makes me feel great. Makes me feel great. Just to know I had a little piece of pushing him to do something. Push him to do something, man. So not just relationships and your friendships too. Realize that, all right? And to the people out there that'll just change the whole mood up, right? Now to the people out there that we talked about in a relationship that you know that is good for your life, that you should be in 2016, you already know that that's the person that you're going to be with, person that you're going to marry, or you're already married or involved seriously with. But a lot of us, we in some BS, right? A lot of us out there are out there in some mess, all right? And not me personally. I'm saying us, so I like to make y'all feel apart. Mine is great, all right? But a lot of you guys are out there and you're settling, period. You're settling. You're sitting there settling and you don't know your worth and you're trying to change people. You're trying to change people, all right? And let me tell you something. You cannot change people, period. They won't change. They won't. Like, some people won't change until you walk away. In my past, I've been that person. I've been that person where I wasn't a good person. I'll just be real with you. And what woke me up was somebody walking out my life, just to be real with you. It woke me up and like, man, like, what am I doing with myself? And the bad part about it is that somebody else will benefit off the change more than likely, but sometimes you got to walk away. You got to walk away. And you got to stop ignoring these red flags. You got to stop ignoring the red flags that are in your face, these warning signs. It's like driving down the street and you ignore a sign that says dead and you keep on driving. And what's going to happen? You're going to run right off that road. You're going to crash, drop off a cliff. You're going to do something that's very horrific. With our life, we ignore all the signs. We sit there and we stay blind. We let love make us blind to the things that we need to see because we're so in love with potential, as I always talk about. We're so in love with the hope. And potential is beautiful. It's beautiful when it's met. It's beautiful when it's met. But just to be real, You know when somebody's not going to meet it. When they ain't made no progression, right? They done broke your heart 96,000 times. And you just hoping that, okay, maybe maybe at the 97,000 mark, maybe they'll change. It's not them no more. It's not them, it's you. It's you. They showed you who they are. You know exactly who they are. But you're in love with a person that don't even exist. You're in love with the idea that don't even exist. You're in love with them in audition mode, right? Audition mode. You know what audition mode is? At the beginning, when everything is good, they don't show you the real them, right? If everything is new and exciting in audition mode, you know, you come in there with everything right and perfect, but then as soon as time kicks in, that's when you really see. You still in love with the past, or you in love with something that somebody will never be? You just allowing them to take advantage of your forgiveness. I'll tell you this, the more chances you give somebody, this is in every aspect of your life. The more chances you give somebody, the the less respect they'll start to have for you. They'll take advantage of you, period, because they always know another chance will be given. You might walk away, but they know, I know the right bait. I know exactly what to say. I know exactly what to do. You ever see that? Like when something's going bad and you start to walk away and the person does everything right to get you back. Everything right. They know exactly what to say, exactly what to do, exactly what they say they're going to change. They get you back. As soon as you get back and they get comfortable, what happens? They go back to the same way, they go back to the same reasons they pushed you away. Stop letting your life be a revolving door, right? You ever been in a revolving door? You just keep going around as a kid, right? Stop letting your life be a revolving door. Leaving just to come back to the same reasons you left for, right? Nothing's changed. Nothing has changed. You cannot change them. So realize that. Protect your heart. Guard your heart. Understand, man. I just hope people can break free, because I get so many people want to commit suicide over relationships. I'm like, I get it. I understand your heart is broke, but man, that person, like, they're really not that special. I'm just going to be real with you. Like, if they treat you like trash, just imagine about the person that's going to treat you like treasure. Like, I would rather be alone than being treated like trash. Like, you got to know your worth, and that's the only reason that somebody would treat you like trash, because they know they can walk all over you because you have forgot your worth, right? You have lowered your standards, or you have let them set their standards for you. Set some new standards and say, look, if you ain't going to meet this, peace, right? I ain't got time for it. I didn't put up with your stuff way too long ago. For way too long. And some people will say, you should you always give forgiveness. Forgiveness is mandatory. Forgiveness is mandatory. But 97 times, 98, 100 times of putting yourself back in the situation, that's very optional. All right? Forgiveness is mandatory. But multiple chances, another chance, that's always up to you. Always up to you. It's always optional. So do some soul searching tonight. Like I said, never quit on progression. If you see somebody progressing, and you have to realize, a lot of times, they're not bad people. They're not. I don't feel like nobody's bad. That's just me. That's just me. I love everybody. I feel like I always try to see the good in everybody. But you have to realize, sometimes you're going against soul ties and battles and demons, I feel like, inside somebody that has nothing to do with you. It has nothing to do with you. Sometimes you're going against seeds that have been planted in their life since they were younger, what they thought was a relationship. Like, that has nothing to do with you. And they don't know how to be in a relationship. They don't know how to love somebody wholeheartedly. And so what do? They do what they know best. They do what they know best. And I don't think people are out to just hurt you. I don't really think that. But I think people don't know how to love. They don't know how to love themselves. They haven't dealt with the things in their past. And when that happens, when you haven't dealt with the things in your past, personally, you're going to hurt people in the process. That's just how it works. You just happen to be on the receiving end of their pain. And it sucks. So that's one way you can see if somebody's changing, if they're willing to work on them, if they're willing to dig deep. And that's questions that you should ask. It shouldn't just be arguing with them. And if you really love this person, you believe this person can change. It isn't just telling them to change, like change. That's not going to help. Get them help. Say, you know what? Why do you act like this? Like, was it something that when you were younger? Because things are rooted in us. Is it something that you saw? Do you think this is success? Like, the more people you have, does that mean the more successful you are? Does it give you power? Have conversations like that if you really care and you're really trying to make something work. And that doesn't mean it's going to be guaranteed to work at the end of the day. So I just want to share that with y'all, man. Share a few of my thoughts. If you liked anything I said, tweet it to me because I'm going to forget because I just be going from my heart. But like the main thing, go to TrenchChallenge.com. Now, go download the sheet. It's free. Write it down. Tweet me. Show me. A lot of people have been Snapchatting me. A lot of people have been sending me on Twitter and Facebook. I've been retweeting them. It's been dope, man. I really like it. The people are really like getting into it. It's simple. It's nothing hard. I'm not telling you to do something you probably never done before, I never thought of. It's just a different way to look at it. And win those championships. You know, in the biggest championship I want you to win, I would say 2 of them that I want you to win. And that's important to me. Is a championship in your faith, is growing closer to God and really building that relationship with Him. And then the second one is really knowing your worth, like really understanding who you are. Like those are special championships because when you win those championships in your life, it's a lot easier to win other championships. All right, it's a lot easier to know when, okay, my team isn't right. I'm not gonna be able to win certain championships that I want to win because things aren't right around me. You know what I'm saying? So championship mode for you guys. I'm gonna pray for you guys. I love you guys, man, and just take care of your heart. And like I said, understand when you watch my messages. Understand. Oh yeah. Because I forgot to talk about this. Listen. When I talked about a relationship, you're a team. I don't know if I talked. I know I talked about it in Facebook. I don't think I talked about it on here. Realize this: when you're a team, all right, keep your private business private. Okay. Like I've even seen people share my videos as like bait, as like ammunition, should I say, to somebody else. Be like, look what Trent said, right? They are mad at me because of you guys, right? That's not right. You post a video, you might feel a video. There's nothing wrong with posting it, but realize something, man. Like, people are watching you. People want to be entertained by the drama of your relationship. You know, some people just like to see people fail because it's entertaining. I mean, some people are entertained by negativity. A lot of this world is. So they want to see fights. They want to see people go back and forth. Like, don't put your business out on social media. Especially, like, people know who you're talking to. You don't have to say their name. They know who you at. You're not fooling nobody. All right? Some of us, we talk to our friends more than we talk to the person that we're with. And I get it. At times, you can't communicate with that person. And that's that person's fault. If I would take that personally. If my wife couldn't come to me, if she went to her friends to communicate, and I understand, you know, you have your friends that you talk to every now and then, but I always tell my wife, I said, you should always come to me first. And now if she goes to somebody else and communicates because I didn't want to listen, that's on me. So I get that with certain people. But so from a standpoint as the person or a man or a woman, like if your partner wants to communicate with you, be open. All right. Because if you're not, they're going to find a way to get it out somewhere. All right. But if you know that they're open, don't go run to your friends. Because I'm going to tell you something. All your friends aren't happy for you. Some friends want what you got. So they'll give you advice just to get you out that relationship. Maybe so that you can be single like them. Or maybe so they can get your man or your woman. Just being honest, I've seen it a lot. I've seen it so many times with friendships. I mean, even in my past, like when I was younger, I seen it all the time. Even with myself. Oh, he ain't no good. He ain't no good. As soon as we break up, whatever, stop talking, guess what? That friend that was saying that I was no good will be right there trying to holler at me. Straight up. I see it all the time. So you better watch the advice. You better watch the advice that you're taking. Some people just gonna give you some bad advice just to get you about your position, so they can get your position. Straight up, man. Tweet me that. All right, tweet me that. Some people are gonna give you bad advice just to get you out your position, so they can get your position. Tweet me that. I need to see that, man. That's a real line right there. That's a real line right there. All right. So update your problems to God. At the end of the day, if you have nobody you can talk to, update your problems to God, not to social media. Because if you send invites for people to be in your business, I promise you this, they're going to gladly accept it. And they're going to be entertained by your mess, all right? They're going to be entertained by it. And when people get involved in it, it's not good. You know, the more people, the more problems. That's why I always tell, you know, my family, let's build our own little world. You know, people can think what they think as long as we know what we know. Let's build our own little world. I feel like that's dope when you got something that other people can assume or have opinions about but don't know nothing about. I think that's beautiful, man. I think it's beautiful. So I love you guys. I just wanted to share that with you. I hope y'all have fun on Periscope tonight. I'll be back tomorrow night. I don't know what time. I might do it right at New Year's, but I'm pretty sure y'all be having fun. So I might do it a little earlier, maybe like 8, 9 o'clock to check on you guys and, you know, release the shirts. They'll be released. But like I said, TrenchChallenge.com. Make sure everybody signs up, man, because I want to stay involved with you guys. That's the only way I can really stay connected without Facebook. Because Facebook, you know, as y'all know, I'm pretty sure Facebook limits your reach. You know, Periscope is cool, but you might not be on Twitter at the time I come log on. You might have notifications or you might be busy. At least with the email, I can always stay connected with you. Make sure you're doing the right thing. Inspire you with videos, little messages that I wouldn't send whatever to anybody else. Get you on your text message, everything like that, all right? So thank you, guys. Hope somebody tweeted me that. Some people, let me think what it is. I got bad. I played football. Y'all seen the movie Concussion? I had a lot of concussions, so it's probably why my memory is so bad in remembering things, right? But I said, dang, what did I say? Somebody tell me what I said. Some people will give you bad advice to get you out your position so they can get in your position. Something like that, all right? You tweeted it to me. Appreciate it. I'll take it from there. I love you guys. LBB, live it, breathe it, be it. Never let this world take your smile. I'll see y'all tomorrow, all right? Let's get it.